This is Matd1534. We're busy with Unit 14 and we're busy to sketch graphs by using the method of translation. And we're going to look at this quadratic function, a parabola. And remember, the question will now be sketch this graph by the method of translation or by using translation. Remember that if it was just sketch the graph, then you have the choice of what you want to do. So if you then also want to use translation, then you can. You can use then anything you like. But we are busy now with translation, so the question here will then say use translation, and it will be one of the questions always. Okay, so first of all, if it's a quadratic equation, we said we need to change it into the APQ form, in other words, do completion of the square. So let us remove from it the minus a third and see what we have. So we will have then x squared minus 6x minus 9. It looks like. Because minus a third times that is a third. Third times 6 is 2. Third times 9 is 3. I think that will be fine. So now we go inside the brackets and we need to do the completion of the square there. So that becomes brackets. Remember that minus 9 we said is always stays there. So then we just take x here, the minus as it is, and half that one. So that's going to be 3. So then it's x squared minus 6x. Now we see we have plus 9. So we must now subtract another 9. Remember, the square of this one we must subtract. So this is going to give us x squared minus 6x plus 9. Minus the 9 is 0. Minus the 9 gives the minus 9. So then we're done. Okay, so now we can just put it into the form that we know it should be in. So it's x minus 3 squared. And that's going to give us plus 3 plus 3. So we're going to have plus 6. Okay, so there we have the same function now in the APQ form. Okay, showing us the translations. So now it's actually easy for us. Remember, watch now if the question asks you to also work out any x-intercepts, any y-intercepts and things like that, okay? But remember now for what the rules are for translation. Okay, so let's go over what we must do. So first of all, we're going to define the mother graph. Now once again, it will depend what you choose here, how your graphs will look like. If you use y is minus a third x squared as your mother graph, then you will have only 3 steps. But some of you can maybe take x squared as your mother graph. Well, then you have to do the minus a third after that. But I think it's easier to just start here. So this is going to be our mother graph. So we're going to show what it looks like. It's always what it is, and then we show what it looks like, and then we do the translations and so on. Okay, so we all know that the minus a third x squared should be arms down. So choose any 2 points now. To choose any 2 points now. Okay, 0, 0 we must choose because we must choose the beginning, you know, like that, because this is going to move. And we need to have the beginning values in always. So that is a good point. So use your turning point if it's there. You use the turning point. Okay, and then any other one. We can use 3. 3 gives 9. And a third of 9 is 3. So it looks like it's going to be then 3 minus 3. Just always make sure that this is correct with your calculators and so on. That because otherwise everything is going to be wrong now. You know, you'll still get marks for your translation, of course, but you are going to lose now marks because your coordinates are wrong. So just check it. Just check that that definitely gives your 3 minus 3 and so on. Okay, so there we've got 2 points. We do not need to do more than 2 points. If you want to do a point on the other side, remember, then you do it because it's you that represent the work. And it's always nice to see how a specific student is presenting his work. Be proud of your work. So if you want to do another point, do it. But just don't waste time, okay? Because you remember you saw last time that time is an issue. So don't now go take 3 minutes finding another point there. It's not worth it, okay? So now you decide what movement you want to do next. I like, as I said, the horizontal one. So I'm going to do horizontal translation. Okay, and it's 3 to the right. 3 to the right. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my new graph. So that my points move 3 to the right. So 0, 0 becomes now 3, 0. And that point moves 3 to the right, so it's going to be 6 minus 3. It's going to be 6 minus 3. And then, remember, this will go somewhere through the y-axis, but we're not finished yet, so that doesn't matter at the moment. Okay, so that was our 3 to the right. Okay, now it was 6 minus, sorry, I just need to indicate it here. I knew I wanted to do something more. Yes, so that 3 minus 3 goes 3 to the right, so it is 6 minus 3. Okay, so now, last step. It is a vertical translation, 6 up, 6 up. Okay. So our graph is going to move 6 up. Now what I like to do, but remember now I told you must look at the question. I know this graph, the last graph, should go through 3 on the y-axis. So I always put this in for myself. Otherwise, sometimes we can get such a funny, the graphs go down here and down there, and actually should go through 3 on the y-intercept. So I like to show myself that this graph is going to go through 3 on the y, because this is my final representation. So I want it to be more accurate. I'm not going to work out x-intercepts here because it's not asked and it's going to take me too long. But really to see that it goes through 3 on the y-axis is very easy to see and very quick to see. So I'm going to do that. And then my graph is just going to be more accurate. So now I do remember the 2 points that I started off with, I have to keep through the whole process. Don't forget that now. So that's 3, 0. So it must go 6 up. So it's going to end up having 3, 6. 3, 6. You see, now sometimes people don't have the 3 here. Then they draw this thing down here. Or, and then it's so inaccurate actually. So that's why I like doing that. Now I know it should go through there, and at least I can see it's going to cross the x-intercepts. It's going to cross the x-axis. Sorry, need the word x-axis. The x-intercept will be. It's going to cross the x-axis on the left-hand side. So the x-intercept is going to be negative. So if you just draw it now down here, and it doesn't make sense, I don't like that at all. Okay, so then the 6 minus 3 must go 6 up. So it's going to end up at 6, 3. Oh, that's nice. It's just over here. Nice symmetry. So this is going to be 6, 3. So the graph is going to come down there. And the graph is going to go through there. You see, now I have a more accurate graph than drawing it just down and that doesn't make sense where it cross the x-axis and so on. So at least, as I say, I know more or less where it's going to cross the x-axis. So if they now start or ask me to also work out the x-intercept, then I can work it out any way we were used to do it. But then at least my graph will be okay. It will emphasize the correct x-intercepts. So this is once again how we use the method of translation to draw the graphs of our functions. And this will conclude now our Unit 14.